So you've been dieting, cutting calories and not losing fat. It's not your genetics, I promise you. You're not broken. You don't have some mystery disease that no one's ever heard of. Your metabolism isn't crashed. It needs to be fixed. You're probably just doing one of the mistakes that I'm going to mention in this video. And I'm going to break down exactly how to fix it. Excuse my fucking hair looking like a bird's nest, by the way. I went from this to this after realizing these mistakes. Yeah, I'm not fucking stage ready shredded or the biggest guy in the world, but I still know what I'm doing. So you're probably just eating more calories than you think. To be honest, this is honestly just a fact. So when you actually track how many calories you're eating, it's definitely going to be a lot more than you think. Like for example, when I was thinking I was eating around 2,000, I began to track my calories and it ended up being like 3,500. Like think about all of the possible hidden calories that you might not be tracking. Like are you tracking the oil that you put in your pan? Are you tracking all of the sauces that you're eating? Are you tracking those tiny little mouthfuls of snacks that you're sneaking in every now and then? A lot of people are just widely inaccurate when tracking portion sizes as well. Like they'll eyeball a portion and it'll end up just being half of the actual calories instead of just tracking it on a scale, which doesn't take that much more time. So if you're tracking accurately using a scale and actually logging every single thing that you put in your mouth, you're going to get a lot more accurate results. I fucked this up all of the time. You know, like I realized that I was not tracking the oil for literal years, right? And the amount of oil I was using in the pan ended up being around 100 calories every single time, right? That adds up. Like that's an extra 700 calories every single week that I wasn't tracking, and then I was wondering why I wasn't losing as much weight as I thought. Track your calories and you will get more accurate results, I promise you. You're definitely eating more than you think. You're also completely underestimating consistency. You know, during the week, Monday to Friday, like a lot of people might be incredibly accurate when they're tracking their calories. They're getting their steps and cardio in, you know, they're lifting their weights, maintaining a deficit the whole time. But when it comes to the weekend, they're eating a fuck ton, they're drinking a fuck ton of alcohol, and they're just falling off the wagon. And the thing is, this honestly, depending on how severe or how crazy you go in the weekend, you can completely reset all the progress that you made during the week. Like having cheat days, especially on Saturday and Sunday, can completely ruin your progress, and it's just a huge mistake. Like those pizzas, those chips, those crisps, the alcohol, they all add up. Like alcohol is 7 calories per gram, and I know a lot of people are exceeding the recommended amount to have each week. Like I guarantee that no one sticks to those guidelines. So people have no idea how many calories they're consuming through the weekend. It's like taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Like you're making all that progress throughout the week and then just fucking it up, or even making your situation worse. Or it's like, I don't know, like digging a hole. Like if you dig a hole or work on digging one hole Monday to Friday and you're making perfect progress, you know, doing the same amount every single day consistently, and it's working out great, but then at the weekend you just decide, oh fuck this, I'm just gonna put all the dirt back in the hole. And then you wake up on Monday again and you're just like, wait, what the fuck did I do that for? I've just wasted all my time during that week. And then you have to fucking dig it all again. Knowing how many calories you're consuming is absolutely crucial, and if you want to relax a little bit on the weekend, you absolutely can, as long as you plan for that. Like if you eat a little bit less during Monday to Friday, it gives you a little bit more to work with on the weekend, so you can eat that little bit more. But obviously moderation is just incredibly important. Now this is one that I just see people fuck up all the time. Some people rely too much on cardio. Like don't get me wrong, cardio is a great thing to do. Like getting your minimum recommended 150 minutes of exercise a week is incredibly important, and everybody should be doing that. Like there's no excuse for that. It does help you maintain a deficit, but just not as much as people think it does. Walking 10,000 steps a day is an incredibly good goal to adhere to. It does burn some calories, and there is also benefits, like I don't know, fucking preventing all-cause mortality by like 50% or what it is. I'm not sure what the statistic is, but it is very important. But it only burns like 300 to 600 calories depending on the person. If you're a very heavy person, it will be on the higher end of that scale, and for most people it'll be around like in between those numbers. But that is not a lot of calories at all. Like that's like the drink that you get at Starbucks, you know, like some of those drinks at Starbucks are like 400 calories. Like a caramel macchiato is around 450 calories. If you walk those 10,000 steps and then you just have that coffee, you've not necessarily undone what you've did. Or most people overestimate how many calories cardio burns. Focusing on lowering your calories through your diet takes you a lot further. Plus cardio is incredibly hard. It takes a lot of time. Doing too much of it it's just going to make you more hungry as well. Like if you overdo the cardio, your ghrelin is going to be through the roof because it's going to want to compensate for all that energy lost. Regulating your cardio and not over relying on cardio is incredibly important. You're also probably not prioritizing protein and resistance training. The more protein that you eat, the more calories that your body naturally burns is because protein has a higher thermic effect than fats and carbs because your body needs to convert protein to energy. So eating more protein allows your body also feel more full and maintain and adhere to a deficit easier. More calories burned, more satiation, and easier to maintain a deficit. Strength training also allows your metabolic rate to be higher because the more lean mass you have, the higher your metabolic rate is going to be, and it's not going to be a drastic amount. Like I believe it's like 6 calories per pound or something like that, but that will add up over time. Plus, for a lot of people, you're just going to look better if you have more lean mass on you. If there's any women out here watching this, which I honestly doubt, but you know, men out there are trying hard to get too big over the years. It's not going to happen to you. I remember when I was dieting for the first time, I got a lot leaner, but then I realized that, wow, I don't look as good as I thought it was going to look because I still had no muscle on me, and I started just kind of look a little bit skinny fat. So obviously resistance training just has its inherent benefits that everyone should be doing it regardless, but just in my opinion, I just think you look a lot better. And then finally, we've got sleep and recovery. This is just a no-brainer. Everyone should be getting their 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. There really just isn't an excuse for this. The more you restrict your sleep, the hungrier you're going to be, the more irritable you're going to be, the more cravings that you're going to have. Like, it's just not good to have a lack of sleep. And to get into more detail, the hunger hormone, which is ghrelin, will be more active if you have a lack of sleep, and leptin, which is the hormone that gives you satiation or makes you feel more satiated, will be there less. So just having a lack of sleep will get in the way of these functions, and also just being up during the night is just going to give you more time to be hungry during the day. So getting enough sleep is just paramount, right? So to recap, you're probably eating more than you think. You're underestimating consistency. You might be over-relying on cardio to put yourself in a deficit. You're not prioritizing protein and strength training. And your sleep and recovery is probably out of whack. So if you guys got any value out of this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want personalized plans, go check out my one-on-one online coaching or my training guide at scottcreasypt.com.